The following program is brought to you in part by McLarty Daniel, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, Arvest Bank, Pam Transport, Sam's Furniture, the Walton Arts Center, and Explore Springdale.
Don't they clean up nice? Don't they? They're looking good. They can rise to the challenge. Thank you all for coming. I'm Dr. Regina Stuman. I'm the proud principal of our Sonora Scholars and very excited about celebrating our 5th graders with you today. We've got Miss Hendricks right over here, who is our assistant principal. Also, we're both very excited. This is one of our favorite days of the week. Please welcome our 5th grade graduating class. All right, so as our 5th graders come in and now get seated, we have some awards that we want to give out. I know that if we took the time, we could give an individual award to each of you, something specific that you've done and we've seen. But today we're going to have some special awards for some extracurricular things that we've had and some academic work that you've done. And first we have Mr. Worthy representing East.
Hi guys, my name is Mr. Worthy and I'm the East facilitator here at Sonora Elementary, and I get the pleasure of working with your kids before school, during school, after school, in different groups. SLA, of course, our regular East groups of extensions, and East is a class where I'm here simply as a facilitator. These kids are the ones that are in charge. Their job is to go out into the community and find problems and solve those problems. They're the ones coming up with the ideas. They're the ones tinkering with the ideas, testing out different solutions. They're the ones that implement the plan, and then they're the ones that present the final solution to community partners that include Camp War Eagle, the Shiloh Museum, Hop State Park, War Eagle Caverns, and that's just a few to name. If you have been in East at any point in time, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, at any point in time, we want to recognize you. So go ahead and stand up. We're going to give you a round of applause. I'm proud of these kids. When they first came into East in 3rd grade, it was messy. You know, we were wearing masks. We weren't allowed to leave the school. And when your mission is to go help the community and you can't leave the school, your community becomes very small. And it was just our building for a while. It was messy. The kids, you know, didn't get that full East experience. Over the last 3 years, they've been able to come out of that messy time and truly shine like the scholars that we want them to be. We have some kids that represented our program in Hot Springs this last March, and so I want to recognize those conference kids. So conference kids, go ahead and stand up. We've got Jalen Bison Flores, we've got Grant Finestead, and we've got, Sophie Hallmark, Grant Boomer, Maisie Bennett, and then we also have Bella Lakeland? Yeah, Bella Lakeland Porter. Cool, let's give them a round. All right, so I've got 4 awards that I give every single year. We started doing this about 10 years ago, where we recognize the 4 pillars of East. And so this is really hard for me to do because all of these kids have done an outstanding job. They've really bought into the East model, and they've worked with clients, they've solved some problems, and they've grown. And that's really the biggest thing, is these are the kids that we really like to see grow in unique ways. So first off, I have the East Award of Excellence for Innovation and Sophistication. So this certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who shows no fear when tackling a problem. They use innovation and challenging resources to solve local issues with the community. They make their team stronger by simply thinking outside of the box and searching for cutting-edge solutions to various problems. This guy came to us in 3rd grade, and we were building some new computers. Our older computers were about 10 years old. We needed some new ones, and this guy came in and he's like, "Hey, sir, what type of processor do you have in there? You know, you'll get more performance if you overclocked it." And I was like, okay, cool, I don't know what you're talking about. And as soon as he left the room, I Googled what he was saying, and he was right. And so I think it goes as no surprise that Grant Boomer is our innovation. And I give you a hard time. You're much cooler than that impersonation that I gave you. Up next, I have the East Community Outreach and Collaboration Award. This certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who strives for a strong relationship with their community and serves as a positive agent for change. They are unafraid of breaking down the four walls of the East classroom and seeking out the major issues of the real world. They are essential to the team because they put others before themselves. This person we've had since the beginning, and she always knows what's going on with the school. She's kind of a event planner, social coordinator. She's very aware. She knows of everyone else's projects. She's aware of every event that's going on in the school. We would try to plan something and she'd say, actually, PTA has a fundraiser that afternoon. And she's like, okay, thanks, Maisie. So our Community Outreach and Collaboration Award goes to Maisie Bennett. All right, as far as I'm concerned, this is our most important award, because to be in East, to stay in East, to do this thing, you have to grow. And it's not exactly growing in height, it's not exactly growing in math scores or literacy scores, it's just growing as a human. And the East Growth Award is always something that's near and dear to my heart. This certificate is awarded to the East student at Sonora Elementary who grows beyond all expectations. Personal growth is the most important pillar of the East model, which this student exemplifies day-to-day improvement and continues to hone their craft by setting lofty goals. They keep the team on track and rarely take a day off. That last little bit, I don't know, this guy's pretty good at taking days off. He knows how to party. But I can tell you, after 17 years of teaching, 5 years at a university with textbooks about teaching and discipline and pedagogy, this guy has taught me more about children, more about education, and more how to reach kids than anybody. And I think every one of these kids up front would say this guy has grown more in the last 3 years than anyone else in the building, because he was very quiet, very reserved, and now you can't get the guy to shut up. And so our Student Growth Award goes to the one and only Warren Boomer. And then finally, we have the Overall Outstanding East Student Award. This certificate is awarded to the East students at Sonora Elementary who exemplifies all three areas of the East model. They are creative and innovative with their problem-solving skills, they embrace the local community as an East client, and they foster growth in not only themselves, but the students around them. This student represents the East program at Sonora Elementary at the highest level of excellence. I've only had this student for 1 year. But she probably has more East experience than anybody else because she's been in 3 programs in 3 years. And I know, I'm pretty biased. I hope that she's found a home here because this place is, you guys make it, but this place is pretty special. And after 12 years, I don't want to go anywhere else. I hate to see her go off to middle school, but she's going to do amazing things at middle school, junior high, and high school and beyond. And so this goes to Jalen Beeson Flores. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your kids with us.
You know, teachers give so much before school and after school, and this is an example of that with Miss Pittman and Girls on the Run. And so she's here. We pulled her out of her class for a little bit so she could recognize our 5th grade students that have been in Girls on the Run.
I am Coach Pittman with Girls on the Run. It's an after-school program where we empower young girls. We have 2 seasons a year. At the end of the season, we run a 5K. Yes, these young ladies have ran a 5K. And we also do a community service project, which usually is very important. This last season, we made blankets for the Highlands Oncology Center for patients coming in. And I'm so proud of these girls. This season, when I say your name, if you would come and join me, please. Madison Curtis. HAR-BER Inlet. Ryla Foltz. And Lily Longton. Now these were our 5th grade girls that joined us this year, this season. However, there are many young ladies sitting there that have participated in 3rd, 4th, and earlier in the 5th grade. Would you guys please join me now? Come on. If you've ever been in Girls on the Run, come on. All right, I would invite you guys to join me one more time. I wish you well in 5th grade. Come on, put your hands in. 6th grade. 3, 2, 1.
Girls on the Run is so much fun. Girls on the Run is #1. Woo!
I wanted to honor choir. If you were in choir last year or this year, stand up for me. These kids, they are, those of you who were at the concert this last May 4th, that's what that was. Wow, May 4th, I talked a little bit about it. These kids are my rock. They are, I call them my gremlin army. If I need something done, I know I can get a choir kid to do it, no questions asked, and it will be done quickly and correctly. So these kids, I love them so much. They have given us some of their time. Raise your hand if you were in choir last year. These kids are super duper special to me because last year, okay, put your hands down, you weirdos. Last year, we had a weird scheduling conflict where they were in 4th grade, and the only time we could do choir was during their recess on Wednesdays. So the kids that just raised their hands, they gave up their recess time to come spend time with me. I don't know why, but they are a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed choir. I say this every year that this is the best group I've ever had, but honestly, each year it gets better and better, and I don't know how we're gonna top this year. This year we went on we went to Caroling on the Creek, we had our choir concerts, we went to the middle school a couple of times, and I'm not gonna lie, we were better. So we sang for them. We even went on a choir tour where we went all over Springdale. We went to some different spots, and we got to sing for people in the community. So for those of you who were parents of choir members, thank you so much for letting me have your children in my gremlin army. I appreciate it. To those of you who were in my gremlin army, I appreciate you. I love you. You're gonna rock it. Stand back up. Turn around.
Turn and push your parents.
Now wave and say, hi mom, hi dad. All right, sit down.
Literally hot off the press, and it was hot, by the way. Yesterday, Little Olympics. Coach is going to go over the medals from yesterday, and then I have a story I want to share that was shared with me by another principal who was there.
Thank you, Dr. Stuman. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Eric Cole. I am the PE teacher here. And if you're trembling in my voice, it's because I don't like talking in front of people. I can talk in front of kids all day, put me in front of adults, it changes. So if I tremble, excuse me. And I know the kids are like, you have no problem talking. So, once every year, all of 5th grade gets together. Every elementary in Springdale, we get together and have what's called Little Olympics. Running events, throwing events, jumping events, tug of war, obstacle course, frisbee toss, so many different events. It's a wonderful opportunity for our 5th graders to get together and just kind of go to battle a little bit. And that's exactly what we did yesterday. A week ago, we didn't think we were going to have Little Olympics. And some things happened, and luckily it got rescheduled, and we had an amazing day yesterday. So, if you were part of the Little Olympics team, would you please stand up? Can I get a round of applause for those kids? If y'all would please turn around, face the crowd. Smile, be pretty. All right. Now, have a seat for me. And let's recognize our medal winners. So let's start off yesterday. Our boys team 1 in the 240 relay received the gold medal. Absolutely dominated that one, actually, by the way. So if you would please, Kanoa, Tegan, Grant, Taylor, Jamason, and Samuel, stand up. Great job, gentlemen. Great job. Have a seat for me. Let's go on to what's next. Ooh, my boys, Team 1, Tug of War. They received a silver medal yesterday. If you would stand up when I call your name. Isaac, Robert, Charles, Cameron, Miguel, and Isidore. Now, have a seat. And that will not be the last you hear from that team, I promise you. Girls, Tug of War, Team 1. Gold medal, Riley, Dixie, Aslan, Aracelis, Janita, and Caroline. Now, I will tell you this, I would take those 6 young ladies to battle with me anytime. Absolute battlers. Where am I at? We got a silver medal in the 3-legged race yesterday. So, Aiden, Uriel, stand up for us. Great job, gentlemen. And then we have our, I think, is that all? Did I get boys tug of war? I did, didn't I? Girls tug of war? I got it all? Okay. So now, there's something I've never done before, and I feel this year is the year. Ulysses, stand up for me. He has no clue what's going on. Ulysses, you exemplified, you showed what a terrific teammate is. You stay positive, you're very uplifting and encouraging of your team every single day. I could learn a lot from you. So, thank you. You were a terrific teammate this year, and brother, I'm not done with you.
I want to share a story. So I want to have the Sonora Team 1 Tug of War stand back up. I want you to face the audience. Do we have everybody stand up? Face the audience. They don't know I'm going to share this story. So Ms. Hendricks and I weren't able to go to the entire day's events, but we were there for the tug of war. It was a battle. We had 2 teams in it, and it was so impressive to watch. I mean, even when they were being dragged across the grass, they were fighting. They were fighting every bit. True perseverance. So this team, this doesn't happen too often. So after it's over with and we go to the next event, I had a principal come up to me and mention this team in particular. And I thought, uh-oh, what they do? Sorry, sometimes the principal's mind goes that direction first. And she said, I just want to brag on that team. They had lost to her team, her school. And she said afterwards she saw our boys, these boys standing up, approach her team. And she just kind of stood back and watched. These boys went up to congratulate them, shake their hand, and she said it ended up being a big hug fest with them all hugging each other and clapping their hands on the back. And I just think that is something to celebrate. Wish we could all do that. Parents, we talk about growth and academic growth, and we're going to recognize that too, but you've already heard to watch them grow into these young ladies and gentlemen that are caring and empathetic and take care of each other. It's something that we work on at our school. We really talk about executive function skills, and to see it kind of start coming together and coming to light is a true blessing. So thank you guys. All right, so talking a little bit about academics, you all have already received your Lexia awards through the year. And parents, so you'll know, Lexia is something that our district purchased the year after COVID. So we started 2020, 2021, and students were coming back across the nation with so many gaps in their literacy skills. So this was a tried and true research-based computer program that the district purchased and put into each of the elementary schools. It has 21 levels. It's based on the foundations of the science of reading, and when they complete level 21, they have completed all of the 5th grade material. It gives them an assessment at the beginning. They may not start. They may start, and when the kids came in, we had very few come in and start on grade level that first year. But we have some students who have persevered that have grown multiple levels. But for the purposes of just today, because we've recognized them all year long, if you have completed level 21, and I'm going to add a caveat, or will, because I know there's some of you are like, I'm going to get it done by Friday, okay? If you have done that, would you please stand up and face your parents so we can recognize you? Thank you guys. And again, it doesn't mean the others you can have a seat. We do have students who've grown 2, 3, 4, and 5 grade levels in a year based on what our teachers are doing and sometimes the assistance of that program. ST Math, same thing. ST Math is a program that we actually had in place before COVID. Do you notice that a lot of conversations are before COVID and after COVID now? So this is a conceptually based program that was actually created by a gentleman in California who was dyslexic growing up, and he found that he struggled with math too because there was so much reading in the math that he couldn't show his skills in math because of his deficits that he had in reading. So he created this program that no matter where you were as a reader, that you could engage mathematically. And we've had this program here for several years. And it does have grade level material. If you have reached 100% in ST Math on 5th grade, please stand up and face your parents. All right, you all can be seated. I'm just going to do this because I don't know this year. Anybody on 6th grade material? Stand up if you're on 6th grade material. Face your parents. Yeah. All right. If you are, we've had this before. We've had somebody go to 9th grade level. 7th grade level. Anybody? 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 Yeah. Turn around. Congratulations, sorry, yeah. You know, the kids were like, I don't want my parents to embarrass me. And Miss Furlock and I were talking in the hallway, and they said, y'all have spent your whole lives embarrassing us. It is time to turn the tables, right? All right, so Miss Hendricks.
Hey, so every year safety is number one at our school, and something we have to do every month is have a fire drill. We are by law required to do that. So at the end of fourth grade year, I always ask the fourth grade teachers, I need one person from your class who you think is very, very responsible and can take on a huge, huge job within our school for their fifth grade year. And so they give me the name of one child out of their room, and that child becomes our fire marshal. So I have 4 fire marshals for their fifth grade year, and it's really a big job that these 4 people have to do every month. They come to the office, they get a walkie-talkie, they get their yellow vest, they go to their spot, and they're responsible to ensure that the safety of those kids that they have guidance over are accounted for to me. And then they radio to me to let me know we're clear here, Miss Hendricks, you can good to go. And they get to call those kids back in. So it's a huge responsibility. It's a lot of help for me because I'm not running around like crazy checking all of the hallways in every classroom. They do that for me. So a big, big role has been filled and a huge piece has been lifted off my shoulders. So I'd like to recognize these 4 people who have helped me tremendously. And then unfortunately, our 4th graders have been chosen, but they did not get to shadow our 5th graders this last fire drill because they were going on a field trip. So I would like Miss Annabelle, Mr. Eli Hutchinson, Iceland, and Cameron to come to the stage, please.
Step up a little bit, guys. You're in the shadows. There you go. So we also have, usually we ask this question after school starts, we ask for some 5th graders who can be responsible and help us every afternoon and every morning by raising our flag. This comes with it many changes because we'll get notifications that says flags need to be at half staff for some event that's happened. So we'll have to find a time where they can come back down and change the flag. And I've never seen such a precise group. I'm going to bring them up and then tell you this. We have Lydia, Jalen, and Peyton. Come on up. Did y'all all plan on wearing white today? All right, so are they in the shadow here? So it is such a joy to see them do this because they have 3 spots, right? Someone's going, and then they're spotting it to make sure that they have the distance right. I have never seen such precision with anybody who has done this job for us before, and with such care of the flags and such respect for that. So please help me in thanking these girls again. All right, so this is, and many of you have probably already heard of these awards. These are the presidential awards for 22-23. We're going to do achievement first. Achievement, the definition that we have to know which students to recognize and pull data from. This is for a student to receive the achievement award. They have to meet the following criteria. They have to be above the 70th percentile in their math winter reading or literacy or math, sorry about that. 70 percentile means that of all the other children their age that took it at the same time, they scored above 70% of those other children. So it's reading or math. All right, and if the following students would come up, we do have a letter from, is it from the President? Secretary of Education and the President, and a pen and a certificate. All right, so if the following students would come up, Ms. Hendricks will give you your certificate. In Ms. Eby's room, we have Zoe Cooper. Oh no, that's right. Samuel Adams. Jalen Flores Buster. Case Pennington. Lydia Vollemont. Next, Miss Price's room. We have Caitlin Brandenburg. Kylie Beekman. Alexa Gallardo. Michelle Puente. Ryla Foltz. And Robert Bramall. In Ms. Spurlock's class, we have Alexandria Mason. Ephraim Minton. In Ms. Ross's class, we have Uriel Villalon. Niobe Williams. And Weston Bidwell. Y'all scoot back this way a little bit so we can center you. Keep coming west and come all the way down here, buddy. Take one step up cautiously so we make sure that you're in the light. Yeah, we can. All right. All right, the next Presidential Award is the Presidential Award of Excellence. The criteria for this were that a student would have 70th percentile in reading, in winter in reading and math, so not one or the other. And also last year on the ACT Aspire, they were, of course we don't have our scores yet this year, they were exceeding in either math or literacy. So we have the following students. First, Luke Phelps. Harley Stubbs. Macy Bennett. Sunny Cochran. Sophie Hallmark. Sophia Schrager. And Grant Boomer. Thank you, guys. We want to give a shout out to Ms. Hallmark, who's helping take pictures today. Come on up. Do one more round of applause. So, since I mentioned that, I want to just say real quick that Ms. Hallmark was gracious enough to help take pictures for kindergarten and today. So if you don't have families here today, or you just want to have a memento, we're making one of our s'more newsletters. It will have the video of the celebration, and it will also have pictures taken during the ceremony, and we'll share that out on our social media, as well as the 5th grade teachers will share it out. So you'll have the video, and you'll have lots of pictures from the event. Give us a couple of days, but we will get that to you. All right, I just want to say, Ms. Henris, did you want to say any last comments? It's okay, you can cry. I cry afterwards. I just want to sincerely just thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. We know the love that you have for each of these individuals up here. We know that they are your heart. They say having a child is having your heart walk around outside of your body. And that is true. So we want to thank you, parents. Students, could you turn around and give your parents a round of applause for supporting you? Oh, a standing ovation. I love it. All right. And I love doing this. This is just a little fun for Ms. Hendricks and I. How many of you have been with us since pre-K or kindergarten? Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. This is for us. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Connor's so proud he's got his hand up too. I love it. All right. Thank you guys. You can sit down.
And I think that's exactly what I was going to hit on, is that this class is probably one of the very only classes we've had the majority of the kiddos since kindergarten. So it's going to be really hard on Friday to see a lot of them go. It's also going to be hard to see some of these families go. Some of you have been with us, and we thank you for all of the dedication you've given and the trust that you've given to us to take care of your kids. We have loved on them, and we are going to continue to love on them as they leave us and move on to the next schools. As I tell them, once a scholar, always a scholar, and I will be checking on them, and it's not very far for me just to walk on over next door and see Ms. Hendricks. So I've gone over, we love to go over and have lunch with our kids and see them. But please keep in touch. If this is your last time to be with us, please let us know how your kids are doing so that we can stay in abreast of everything that's going on. But we love them, and they know how special they are, and I know you're each going to go on and do amazing, amazing things. And I can't wait to see you back in 2030 in those cap and gowns, ready to walk in and tell us what your future holds. So we're super, super excited of you, and we love you guys. Always so proud of you. Always.
We love you all. Thank you guys. Thank you. The Wind May Blow by Sasha Quinton, illustrated by Thomas Hegbrook. On the day you were born, the sun rose, brilliant and bright and beautiful.
The sun rose and kissed your toes as warm roses bloomed in each cheek.
Time flew and you grew while roses bloomed, but one day the sun may go, the wild wind may blow.
Your heart may not be still, the wild wind may blow you low, you may fight to breathe.
On that day, be still, breathe.
Know that you are strong enough, you are smart enough.
You have all you need to make it through.
You can do hard things, and even if the waves crash,
the skies flash, or all hopes burn to ash.
Know the moon will burn much brighter for you.
And in the morning the sun will rise again, and so will you.
You will rise again, brilliant and bright and beautiful.
And as something new.
In her face, the mirror of There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Like, why are we here and where do we go, and how come it's so hard? And it's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing, we're better together.
I've been dreaming about this. First day of practice, I was thinking about this. Picture on the news, yeah, they see about this. Even in the paper, they gon' read about this. Cause all of my life, training day and night, I'm preparing to fight for everyone that believe. Crowds going insane, yeah, they screaming our name while we spraying champagne. Nothing nobody can say, cause today is the day. It's the day that I have always dreamed of forever. When you call me the champ of the world. I can raise my hands, I can scream out the best in the world. Whole world, all my blood, sweat and grind was all for this time. Lap after lap, mile after mile, push up after push up, everybody count it out. Everybody up, now we back down. All our pain and sweat was for this moment right now. All from different places, but we came with each other. We came together as a team, but we leaving as brothers. Standing next to one another while we hold up our colors. I'm gonna look into the camera and tell my mama I love her. Cause today is the day. It's the day that I have always dreamed of forever. When you call me sweat, and grind was all for this time. Today is the day, is the day that I have always dreamed of. And forever, when you call me the champ of the world. I can raise my hands, I can scream out the best in the world, whole world. All my blood, sweat, and grind was all for this time. Today is the day, is the day that I have always dreamed of. And forever, when you call me the champ of the world. I can raise my hands, I can scream out the best in the world, whole world. All my blood, sweat, and grind